Now, Leroy, I'm really sorry. It's just me today. My dear co-host is allegedly unwell. He has gastro.
Oh,
So you've just got me today.
hey, that's okay.
Great, perfect. Now this new ad, this Uber Eats ad, you've joined the likes of Cher, Chris and Kendall Jenner, Michelle Williams, Jason Alexander. How did this happen? Did you used to watch their ads and just go, "That could be me too"? I reckon.
That's a great question on how that happened. I think there was just an opportunity that came through, and I use Uber Eats a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Let's go. I think it was pretty much just as easy as that.
Yeah. What's your go-to Uber Eats order? Because I'm a Laksa girly myself, but I can dabble in most things most days. What's your go-to?
Ooh, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm always doing sushi, always doing Italian food.
Yeah.
That's really like the two biggest ones for sure, sushi and Italian food.
Yeah. Now, this campaign shows you as the man Leroy. Did that transformation make you look sort of inward and reassess time sort of as a construct? Like, did you get a real look at the future in this ad, or how are you feeling in that makeup chair, especially?
Yeah, it's a bit scary seeing myself that old, to be completely honest. I'm definitely appreciating my youth a lot more after it. But the makeup chair I mean, it was a long process. It was like 3+ hours of prosthetics and stuff, which is like a semi-uncomfortable process, because and then you're like walking around the entire day with like this heavy, like rubber almost, like
Yeah.
feeling on your skin.
And because it's
So.
quite a physical, I mean, you're sort of performing in it a little bit here and there, you're jumping out of the stage floor and everything. It's quite physical. Did it hold you back a little bit at any point?
I don't know if it held me back. It was very uncomfortable though.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable and hot too. I was really hot
Oh,
in the prosthetics too.
yuck. Now, the new album, Before I Forget, has been out for a couple of weeks now. It is so amazing. It's so refined. It's
Thanks.
so beautiful. How has the fan response been, and how are you feeling now that it's really, really out there?
It's been way better than I thought, honestly, which is amazing. It's always interesting, like releasing a new album because you just never know how people are gonna react. I think there's always like a certain sense of like, everyone is expecting their own, like everyone has their own expectations for your album and the type of music they want to hear or the type of thing. So, sometimes it takes people a little while to come around, but it was like off rip extremely positive and I'm really grateful for that because I really love this album and I'm super proud of it. So but yeah, the response has been really awesome. It's been
Yeah.
great.
I know when Nick and I, my co host Nick and I, first heard the first single when it dropped late last year, we both sort of looked at each other and we said, wow, that's such a different sound for you. I mean, it's so refined and it seems so intentional. What were you trying to do differently when you went into the making of the album?
I think this album was just like making music that I liked, which is like sounds pretty typical is like probably what you should be doing, but I think naturally when sometimes you get different ideas that pop through your head, like maybe I should make something like this to, put off this vibe or do whatever. And I think during this album, it was just like making songs that I like and that I would listen to.
Mm,
I think it was kind of just as simple as that, and just and I think, o over time, I think just being more vulnerable in music has been something that's really like fun for me, because sometimes, that is a harder thing to do. But
mm.
yeah, I think just being vulnerable, listening and just making songs that I would listen to in my own time, I think. So
Yeah, the vulnerability really is a sort of key aspect in this whole album. Was it scary releasing something that is this vulnerable, or did it sort of feel necessary as part of some sort of healing process in life in general?
it's like healing, making it scary, releasing it.
Yeah.
That's the best way I would say. It's like really, feels nice to make it and like yeah, yeah, it was really nice making it. Releasing it's always scary because, it's like, especially with something that's made in such a short span of time, there's a lot of things on here that these are all just like, feelings, it's less like thought out statements, and that's like something that I think is funny with music is like, sometimes music and songs are taken as like thought out statements. And the way that I would definitely describe this album is not that. It's just like pure feelings, right, wrong, whatever. It's just like straight off, emotion and feeling. And like that is the cool thing about music. It's probably the only place you can do that and like get away with it, right?
Yeah.
So so yeah, that's why it's scary releasing it, because it's like even scary for yourself to look back and be like, wow, this was a feeling I felt at some point in time, and then you grow and you learn from it, and you think deeper about things. But yeah, so it's scary to be like, damn, I'm gonna like put all of my personal internal things out to the world for
Mm.
sure. That's the scary thing. Yeah.
It's almost like an emotional time capsule that you just are sharing with everyone. And like most people would
Right.
journal and sort of keep it to themselves, but you're like, here it is. Here's all of
Here it
me.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's why music's cool though, because then there's other people that can relate to that and resonate. And when they're going through something similar, listen to it and, whatever. It's like music's just for whoever, it finds the people who it's supposed to find at the time.
Yeah.
I've found that way. I mean, there's even been albums that have come out that, I thought I didn't like, and then 3 years later, I found myself in a place where I'm listening to it and just understanding it because I'm, understanding the perspective it was written from now. And I think that's like the coolest thing about it. I think it just is finds whoever it's supposed to find at the time. So.
Yeah. Well, the album feels authentically Leroy. Does the Uber Eats campaign feel authentically Leroy, and how so? Tell me everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really fun. I think, when I think about something that's authentic, I think about, having fun and, enjoying the process. And it was definitely something that I enjoyed doing, stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit, um, and the acting stuff, but yeah, it was so much fun. Everyone on set was really awesome. The whole team's been really, really fun and great to work with. And yeah, so absolutely.
Great. Well, I'm hoping we see you on SNL in the very near future. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been an
Thank
absolute
you very
pleasure.
much. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.